We've just learned about complaints of harassment and retaliation against Texas State University's former police chief that were filed prior to her resignation. The information was detailed in investigation documents just obtained by KXAN. The chief quietly resigned back in June, but she is not staying quiet anymore. She spoke with KXAN's Jayla Washington in her first interview since leaving this morning, and Jayla is joining us now live from the Texas State campus.
Hey, Robert. Well, an investigation by a firm the university hired concluded former police chief Lori Klaus retaliated against a former employee. Klaus, though, tells KXAN investigates those findings are not true. In fact, she says it was actually the university that retaliated against her for blowing the whistle about Texas State not properly disclosing campus crimes. A 73-page document naming former police chief Lori Klaus accused of retaliation after complaints led to this moment.
I am not going to allow these false claims to impact my professional reputation. My 2.5 years at Texas State were very difficult ones.
Klaus is explaining why she resigned a day after an investigation report recommended Klaus be held responsible for retaliating against an employee.
That is not true.
That employee filed a complaint against her for removing his direct report, threatening an investigation of him, and putting him on a performance improvement plan. Klaus says the performance improvement plan was approved by Human Resources and was not disciplinary. She tells us after the complaint was filed, she resumed her regular duties.
I had been trying to address some misconduct in the department related to Title IX and related to what could potentially be a criminal violation.
The alleged criminal violation involved an employee who was accused of stalking and harassing another employee, according to Klaus.
The complaint sent over by the Title IX office, in fact, said that they had received this complaint and that there was a gender bias involved in the complaint. And they said it rose to the level of reporting, but they did not investigate.
That's what Klaus believes violated the Clery Act, which requires universities to publicly report campus crimes. So she spoke out.
I said, I feel like I have a duty to report this to the investigators for the Department of Education. And my supervisor's response to me was, well, employees who do that, it doesn't bode well for their continued employment.
Texas State University officials said they would not comment on personnel matters, but did say the university did not retaliate against Klaus and it disagrees with her statements about problems with Clery Act compliance. Texas State says it has addressed shortfalls in that compliance since 2019 and now has one of the best Clery programs in the country.
Were you retaliated against by Texas State University?
I feel like I was retaliated against because I brought forth discrimination, harassment, stalking information.
Klaus is now retired, no longer in law enforcement. Now, Klaus told us this morning she had no intentions of speaking out about this publicly until the university released their investigation report. Back in mid-July, she did file a complaint with the Department of Education against the university. Texas State is telling us, though, that her departure was not related to any Clery Act compliance and that she was hired in part because of her experience with the Clery Act. Robert.
Jayla Washington live in San Marcos. Well, much of this, as we mentioned, has to deal with the Clery Act. The act requires colleges and universities to publicly report crime statistics. You heard Texas State mention shortfalls back in 2019. That's when our media partners at the Texas Tribune wrote how the university underreported campus sexual assaults in 2016 and 17. It sparked a formal review from the Federal Department of Education. As we mentioned, Texas State officials say they are now in compliance and believe they have what are among the best Clery Act reporting standards in the nation.